we used to do a ghost tour out to the North Shore. It was very popular. A lot of people came. One night, we stopped at the old hongwanji and told Japanese ghost stories. Those always got across quite nicely and scared people in just the right way. One night, as the people were all boarding the bus, I happened to notice an old Filipino man sitting on a bicycle just near the temple, watching us. And I went over to him and I said, "Hi, Tata, how are you? Is everything okay? Did we bother you?" He said, "No, but I have to tell you something." He said, long time ago, plantation time, nobody date outside their own race. So Filipinos stay with Filipino, Japanese with Japanese, Chinese, Puerto Rican. Everybody stay their own. Nobody mix. Except had one Filipino boy from the Filipino camp was seeing one Japanese girl from the Japanese camp. Behind this hongwanji, every afternoon, when school pow, the two of them, they meet and they spend time together. It was like that for a long time. Oh, and the Japanese girl fall in love with the Filipino boy. Cannot wait to see him every afternoon behind this hongwanji in the tall grass. One day, the Filipino boy, come, show up. Japanese girl looking around, wondering where he stay. Later on, she find out he get one other girlfriend. Oh, her heart is so broken. That weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nobody see her. The parents all worry, everybody looking. Nobody know where she went. Monday morning, the people from the hongwanji, they open the door and they go inside. Couple nights ago, I riding my bicycle past this hongwanji. I see two boys. The bicycle up against the wall of the hongwanji. And then the one boy standing on top of the bicycle and his friend on top his shoulders. And I ride by on my bicycle just in time for see the boy on the shoulders of his friend. He poked his finger inside the shoji screen. Then he get the flashlight like this and he looking. And his friend holding him like this goes, "What get, bro? What get? What you see?" "Oh, I can see nothing. All red inside." "What you mean all red? You get flashlight. You're supposed to see what get." "I know I get flashlight, but it's all red." "Get off. We go switch." So they switch. The other boy standing on top of his friend's shoulders like this, and he make the hole in the shoji screen more big. And he put the flashlight like this. "Oh, hey, you're right. All red. No can see nothing. All red." That's when I ride my bicycle past, and I saw them, like I said. And I go, "Oh, what you boys doing?" "Oh, Tata, we just came for see what get inside the hongwanji. We heard the thing haunted." "Oh, yeah, because we both go poke the hole in the shoji screen. We get the flashlight, but only can see red inside." And I tell those two boys, "Oh, yeah." And then I tell them the story I just told you. The Filipino boy and a Japanese girl meet behind the temple in the tall grass. One day he no come. The Japanese girl find out he's seeing one other girl. She all broken hearted. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nobody see her. Everybody looking for her. Family, everything. Monday morning, when the priest come inside the hongwanji, open the temple, he find the girl hanging from one of the rafters. Somehow she would get telephone wire, wrap them around the rafter, around her neck. She jump, hang herself. The wire somehow cut off the blood. So the blood all pooled inside her head. So I told the two boys, so when you go look inside the hole in the shoji screen with the flashlight, you're not seeing all red inside the hongwanji. You're seeing the blood pooled inside the eyes of that Japanese girl who would go hang herself looking back at you. Oh, I never seen two boys scream like one girl, and then they take off on the bicycle. I said, oh, Tata, that story is so sad, but scary. You know how I know that story? I said, no. I was that Filipino boy. I'm the one who broke her heart. Now I have to live with the fact that she will go hang herself inside that hongwanji because of me. On the island of Molokai, a couple from Oahu moves a better life for themselves and their little boy into a house. Immediately after they move in, the son in his bedroom, they see him in the corner, sitting down, sometimes standing up, and having a complete conversation with somebody that's not there, talking like an adult. And they would ask him, son, who are you talking to? The man. The man, okay, imaginary friend perhaps. But it kept happening. Whenever the boy had free time, he was in the corner of his room, standing there and talking. Yeah, Boy, who are you talking to? The man. The parents began to worry. And so what they did is they got a gate and blocked off the corner of the room where the boy supposedly spoke to the man. And so his bed was moved on this side of the room. Then one night, something strange happens. All the ambient noise at night is gone. It's eerie. It's still. Then they hear the son's bedroom door creak open. And they see the son walking out of his bedroom down the hallway like this, toward the back door of the house, that suddenly by itself creaks open. The parents catch him just before he walks out the back door. But the wife is worried. He's sleepwalking. If we wake him up suddenly, he'll die. And that's the old wives' tale. The husband doesn't care. Grabs his son, wakes him up anyway. The son looks around and says, oh, what am I doing here? But it goes on for 4 nights, around the same time. When the parents are in the living room watching TV, listening to the radio, the son comes out of the room, walks toward the back door like this, almost like someone is holding him by his hand. They don't know what to do. And so they call a kahu, who comes to the house, and when he looks at it, says, oh, you guys went moving to this house. Yeah, why? He said, well, after I walk around your hale and I went pule, the spot you're talking about where your son used to talk to his imaginary friend, get one burial right underneath that space. One old Hawaiian man. And so he became your son's friend. Because the night marchers come through your home, right through your front door, straight to the back. So the man buried under that corner was protecting your son whenever the marchers came through. But now you can go block off that corner and you move his bed right into their path. So when they're walking through, they grab your son by the hand. They take him. That's why you see him walking like this. They're trying to lead him into their path to go with them. So the parents took away the gate and put the bed directly over the spot where the son would talk to the friend. The ghost of the old Hawaiian man who saved him from the night marchers. Today, that boy is an adult, and he has no recollection of that time in his life, even though his parents constantly remind him about it. I grew up on Machado Street in Kalihi, and we had a neighbor named Fuji, Japanese fisherman. He was a bull of a man. He had shoulders that made him have no neck and just naturally muscular. And Fuji would always try to pay us kids $1 if we could insert our finger into the sleeve of his t-shirt. But we never could because that's how big his muscles were. Fuji came almost every night with sashimi, boiled peanuts, and ogo. And he would hibachi outside with my father and some of the neighbors. It was almost a nightly thing. And one night my father asked him, Fuji, nothing against you. And no get upset, no take on personally. But, my family. My wife, kids, brother, something like that. No? Why? Oh, every night you come over here, you bring, fish, ogo, boiled peanuts. I'm not complaining, but I'm just wondering, where your family? Oh, Fuji says, before I come here, eat with you folks. Usually payday, I stay on the boat. And then I play chohan, the dice, with all the other fishermen. I'm good, Chohan, I'm number one. I win all the time. I know rules. One night I play chohan. And when you play, people think you steal. So I have to play chohan, no shirt. But one night I win $3,000 chohan, payday. 3 other fishermen, oh man. They like me keep playing so they can win the money back. But by that time, I'm already drunk. So I said, no, I go home. Me, I so drunk. I walk all the way from Kewalo to Karihi. I'm so drunk. But pretty soon I walk a school street by the cemetery. Next thing I know, get we call it kitsunebi. The fireball you call. Chase me into the cemetery. No let me come out. I try to do the prayer, everything. But kitsunebi surround me, fox fire. So scary. I don't know how long I'll stay. But when kitsunebi go away, I go home. But when I go to the house, police outside. The 3 guys like win back their money. Police arrest them. I find out because they know I walk home, they drive to my house and they wait for me. They like to stab me, take my money. Somehow, I don't know. Maybe kitsunebi protect me. No let me go home. After that, I only come here, your house, share sashimi, boiled peanut, and ogo. More safe for me, I stay here. That's why. Long after Fuji passed away, we found out that he belonged to either a Shingon or a Zen temple that believed in the Inari Okami, the fox gods. And so if what Fuji said was correct, the kitsunebi, the foxfire, were sort of like his onmakua. And in a time of danger, they actually came to protect him as orbs of fire, refusing to let him leave that old cemetery. The cemetery that Fuji was talking about is the Puea Cemetery on School Street, right across from the Kamehameha School's bus stop. They protected Fuji and only let him go, I guess, when they figured out or knew that the 3 men who wanted their money back, who were waiting in Fuji's garage to rob and stab him, were arrested. And then they let Fuji go. True story. If you'd like to immerse yourself in the mysteries of Hawaii, please visit our website at www.mysteries-of-hawaii.com. You can also find us on Facebook on our fan page, Mysteries of Honolulu. Good night and good luck.